Hello, everyone. My name is Keith Jackson, and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. Today, you are looking at the first video in a series of 10 videos related to the rules of exponents. And today, we're going to talk about the product rule. And so when we're talking about the product rule, we just simply make this statement. When the bases are the same, keep the base and add the exponents. The various big examples may be self-explanatory to you, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to explain them anyway, just to gain our understanding of product rules, because this is the foundational lesson as we continue to explore rules of exponents. And so let's take a look at the part one, where we have three big examples in which we have p to the third power times p to the ninth power. We're just going to add those exponents, and it will just simply be p to the 12th power. Now let's take a look at q to the second power times q to the third power. Again, that's q to the fifth power. And x to the fourth power times x to the third power is x to the seventh power. Now let's take a look at these five big examples for part two. We have 3 to the third power times 3 to the 12th power. And that's just simply 3 to the 15th power. 4 to the fifth power times 4 to the fourth power will equal 4 to the ninth power. 12 to the fourth power times 12 to the sixth power will give us 12 to the 10th power. Okay, so now I'm going to go slow with these remaining two examples. In part two, we have 5p to the third power times 6p to the fourth power. We're going to multiply the numbers, and will give us 30. And then p to the third power times p to the fourth power. We're just going to add the exponents there, and that will give us p to the seventh power. Okay, so we're gaining that understanding of product rules right here. And let's take a look at 7q to the second power times 3q to the seventh power. We're going to multiply the numbers, giving us 21. And then we're going to add the exponents together by keeping the same base as it relates to q, right? So we have q to the second power times q to the seventh power. And that will give us q to the ninth power. So our total answer for this one would be 21q to the ninth power. Now let's move on to part three with our three big examples, in which we have c to the second power times d, c to the second power times d raised to the third power. And when we do that, we're just going to look at the c's. Let's look at the c's first. So we have c to the second power times c to the second power. Well, that's going to equal to c to the fourth power. D to the 1 power, that's what this is right here, times d to the third power. That will give us d to the fourth power. So our final answer in this example would be c raised to the fourth power times d raised to the fourth power. And let's look at this next example, in which we have 3 times x to the fifth power times 8 times x to the second power. Again, we're going to multiply those numbers. 3 times 8, which will give us 24. We're going to keep the base of x, and we're going to add the exponents. So x to the fifth power times x to the second power will give us x to the seventh power. And our final answer here will be 24x raised to the seventh power. And finally, here's our next example, in which we have the quantity of 4x squared y times the quantity of negative 3x to the fourth power y to the fourth power. What would that equal? Well, let's multiply those numbers again. So we have a 4 times a negative 3, which will give us a negative 12. And let's multiply the x's, keeping the base and adding the exponents. And we have x to the second power times x to the fourth power. Well, that will give us x to the sixth power. And then we have y to the 1 power times y to the fourth power. And that would give us y to the fifth power. So our final answer here will be a negative 12x to the sixth power y to the fifth power. Yeah, been giving a lot of information, and I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause this video to kind of give everything a once over, or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of the product rule. And you can also look at this example right here. A raised to the c power times a raised to the d power would just equal to a raised to the c plus d. All right. And with that in mind, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.